Hey y'all, welcome in. Pull up a seat and let's get this video started. Hey y'all, I just want to get on here and talk about the Whitakers again. Excuse my hair, and I haven't been able to put it up or anything, and but anyways, yeah, I'm sorry I haven't made a video in the past 2 days. I've been extremely sick. That's my son. But I've been extremely sick. I'm still not feeling very well. I just want to give my thoughts and opinion on some things that I heard on. I watched Toddie One Skip, that everybody has a story. She was live this morning, so I went on there and I watched her live, and I let her know that I would love to talk to her. And Toddie, if you are watching this, baby, I would love to talk to you. I would love to collaborate with you on a live. That way, me and you could talk about some things and everything. I would love to give my opinions and all that, and I'd love to tell you what I do know. Living in West Virginia for 10 years like I did, my husband growing up there, people that are in our family, we have a person in our family. It's actually a sibling of my husband this person did know the Whitakers, because where they lived, they seen them every day, they talked to them every day, and all that. But yeah, I would like to discuss some stuff with you. There's a lot of things that I don't know. It's just like what I had said about this Sunny woman that was coming in, calling Betty, talking to Betty, and talking to Larry, and then threatened, and I'm sorry, but she threatened Patrick. Not too fond of Patrick, because I've got my reservations about him, but she had no business to threaten him and talk to him the way she did. She had no business talking down on him the way she did. But when I first seen her videos or whatever it was on YouTube, whatever it was that she was, I don't know. But I thought to myself, she's a female Eric. And I told y'all on one of my videos that I felt she was a female Eric. I just felt like something wasn't right with her. She sat there and I listened to, I'm sorry, y'all, my hair's falling out. I listened to her phone call that she made to Betty and Larry, and she's sitting there and she's telling Larry, I don't want money off of this. I don't want to gain money off of this. Okay, honey, then you're the one that put the phone call on social media. You're the one that came out and let everybody know what you're doing. So, of course, you want to get monetized for it. Of course, you're wanting to get money for it. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I've got a project. Here's a family in need. I don't want to discuss who it is. I don't want to discuss their situation. But I'm going to do a fundraiser, blah, 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 whatever. Go to Walmart, go to Dollar General, make up a basket or something, raffle it off, do something. I'm sure in your town, in your state, whichever Carolina you live in, you could have got up, you could have went and done like a raffle at a festival or something. You could have went to a flea market and started a fundraiser there. Or do like some people did for the Whitakers back in the 90s and early 2000s. Get a old bucket with the lid on it, like the Cheeto Puffs bucket thing. Take it over there to take a bunch of them to different gas stations. Put what it is. You don't have to put the family's name. Just say family in need. Doing a fundraiser to try to raise money for a home for a family that is disabled, that or elderly, they can't work, whatever. You talk a pretty game. I'm sure you could have figured out some way of putting something on there. I mean, I know in my mind what I want to say, but I'm not very good with words. But I just wanted to say, come on here and but anyways, yeah, like I said, I just want to come on here and give my opinions on Sonny, on what's going on. As far as my opinions on BJ, do I think that she could have been abusive? Yeah. Do I think she abused Timmy? I don't know. I honestly, I mean, just because he's in a video saying that BJ hit him, Eric could have told him, hey, this is what you got to say. When I roll the camera, this is what you got to say. He could have, I mean, you could get a person to say anything. All you got to do is convince them, hey, this is what we got to say. I do not know what that is. It's driving me nuts. But that's just like with Betty. Everybody wants to blame Betty for everything. Betty is not in the frame of mind to know anything. Yeah, she does know what money is. She does know money. I understand it. I get it. But does she really, really understand the, like, if you give her a $10 bill or a $100 bill, does she know that if you take her to Walmart and something's $99, does she know that I've got to pay for that with my or my $100 bill? Or does she think, well, it's a bill, it's just gonna, I mean, does she even know the significance of the amount and what oh God, I'm trying. Sorry, I'm trying. Oh, I don't think she really understands the value of what the difference in each bill is. I really don't. And when she told Mark, going back to the video of Mark talking about how, when that Tyler Oliverio went in there, that boy ain't nothing but drama. That's all he does is cook up drama on his videos. I don't like him. I couldn't stand 5 minutes of his videos. I turned it off. That's all that boy does. But when she told Mark, I don't know a Tyler. I don't know Tyler. I didn't talk to Tyler. He could have went in there and not said who he was. She probably didn't remember who he was. There could have been a lot of things. He could have been like, okay, I'm so and so, but I'll go by. He could have been a slick talker. She's also in her 70s. She probably don't remember the boy's name. So I don't think that she lied to Mark on purpose. But I can understand where Mark's coming from, because even though he loved the Whitakers, I mean, I'm sure he still loves them, and he done a lot for them, it did leave a bad taste. Like he said, it left a bad taste in his mouth. I understand that. And I mean, it's just like with anybody. I don't care if it's your blood family or a family that you married into. When somebody does you wrong for so long and you're doing nothing but helping them out, financially and emotionally supportive and everything in between, yeah, you're gonna cut ties with that person. It doesn't mean that you stop loving them, but you're gonna cut ties with them. I've got family members I've cut ties with. And do I feel bad about it? No, I don't. They did it to themselves. Because I look at it like this. I'm a good-hearted person. I tried to help them out emotionally, supportively, and financially. And all I got was bit on the ass. And it shouldn't have been like that. But because the financial part stopped, I was worse than dirt under their feet. But yeah, I think if you want to go about it and help out the Whitakers, I think you could go about it without posting phone calls, without monetizing it on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok. You can go and help these people. You can get a fundraiser for them, but you don't have to tell them who it is. You don't have to go and cause a spectacle, a scene, and for anybody to say, oh, I got this video, oh, I got these pictures, I got what they're doing, and helping them monetize what's going on. You see what I'm saying? That's why I said, if push come to shove, and we get this house, and we could go up there, and they are willing to come home with us, am I going to tell anybody about it? No. You ain't going to hear a hide a hair of me for a few days. And I'm definitely not going to say anything about the Whitakers. That's just what it is. I'm going to stand by what I said over and over and over, and I do believe these people deserve to not have cameras shoved in their faces, not have phones shoved in their faces, not be told this, not be told that. And I believe that they deserve to live out the rest of their life peacefully, happy, sitting on the porch like they've always done for many, many years. I don't think that they should be worrying themselves to an early grave because somebody wants to come in there and do away with the family because they want to get away with withholding money that's supposed to be theirs. But you know what? Larry, Betty, BJ, if y'all are watching this, and I hope somehow it gets to y'all, let me tell you something. People like that, the ones who came in, took your money, promised you this, promised you that, and got your siblings taken and your nephew taken from you, they're gonna answer to it, because in the Bible it does speak about vengeance. What is vengeance? It's a karma thing. Okay, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Okay, so karma is in the Bible. They will get theirs. And it's like God said, woe it be to anyone who harm my children. And what do you think Ray, Lorraine, and Timmy are? They are God's children. They're certainly not the devil's. They're God's children. And y'all, Eric, you hurt you hurt that family big time. You could have left. You could have left. What was they going to do? What were they going to do? You could have took the money and went and left them alone. What would they have done? Nothing. You just want to stir up drama. You want to stir up all this stuff. You want to break a family apart. And guess what, honey? You did it. And I don't think that you went in there with good intentions. at all. But I hope I get this house, because I would love to take the pictures of that house, that land, everything, and go show it to Betty and Larry and say, hey, I'd love to take those pictures over there to Larry and Betty and say, hey, I know you don't really want to leave West Virginia, but I've got a house. Here's the layout of the house. Here's the pictures of the house, the land. Here's the porch. Here's the patio. Here's the back. You know, we could put you some rocking chairs here. We could put you rocking chairs here. You know, we could go and get Ray and Lorraine and Timmy and take them back with us. Would y'all like that? And if they say yeah, best believe, baby, ain't nobody gonna hear shit from me. Nothing. But Betty, Larry, if y'all want to stay in West Virginia, there's resources that y'all have not been told. Y'all have just had people telling y'all what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and everything else. Nobody's come to you and said, hey, this is your resources. Has the judge told you your resources? Probably not, because that's really not his place to do so. It's your place to get these resources and get everything in order. I don't want to cause no stress on that family, but I would love to go up there, no camera in hand, no recorder in hand, just go up there and say, hey, do you want me to go and take y'all to DHHR and help y'all get these resources started? Do you want me to take you to welfare, or not the welfare, but the Social Security office, and help y'all get all this stuff started? Do you want me to help you find a contractor that will do this? Yes, they may want to film it because they're gonna want their payment one way or the other. But see if we can get a contractor to go in there and do this to help the family. You know, do it for free. There are people on YouTube that do stuff like that. That remodel houses, do yard work, do driveway repairs, you know, all this kind of stuff. They do it for free, and for the people in exchange to make a video about it so they could get their money. I don't think they would have any problem with that. Honestly, I don't. As far as double wides, used double wides, you can get a pretty good used double wide for cheap. And but I will be back on here. I'm not going to take no longer on this video, but Toddie, if you watch this, please reach out to me. I'll put my Snapchat on the description and stuff, or if you wanna give me your email address or something, then I will email you. And you know, I would love to talk to you about, you know, the Whitakers, West Virginia, everything. And but anyways, y'all, I will see y'all in the next video. I love y'all. I mean it.